Hi there. In this short video, I'm going to share with you the secrets of one of the most cost-effective solutions to premature balding. I'm going to tell you where to get it, how I came to discover it and how to use it. Now, I don't sell this product. I'm not being paid for producing this video, and I'm deriving no income from this at all. Just want to be clear on that. I was in the shower this morning listening to a podcast about a guy who made a multi-million-dollar business using Instagram to promote an anti-hair loss product that he heard about. It reminded me of the late and great cricketer, Martin Crowe. I vaguely knew him because we lived close together when I was a teenager. We were only early on nodding terms, not helped by the fact that he lived in a cul-de-sac where he and his brother and some other guys, including one of my best mates' younger brother, used to play cricket in the middle of the road, just down from their home. So my mate and I had restored a 1957, I think it was, Mark I Zephyr. It was a convertible, and we loved racing down the dead-end street as if we were going to crash into them while they were playing cricket and stop just short of their wicket. We didn't do it too often because we were scared of his parents and potentially the police turning up. But it appealed to our teenage sense of humour. Sorry, we're all teenagers, right? Now, I can relate to the male balding pattern because while at the age of 17 I could sit on my hair, I was already showing signs of a receding hairline. Hogan, or Martin Crowe as most people knew him, was following on from his brother, who like me started receding at quite a young age. And he wanted to stop this progression and keep his youthful good looks. He therefore took on a hair transplant. And with its success, and his being one of the greatest cricketers of all time, he became an influencer for that treatment. And he was often seen on TV in a different role from scoring runs all over the world. Sadly, a few years ago he lost his hair again, this time due to cancer. I raise this for two reasons. Firstly, with the greatest of respect, because he went through some terrible times before he sadly passed away. I also, I can't share the photo of him having lost his hair because I'm sure it's copyright, but if you Google his name, Martin Crowe, and look at the images, I'm sure you'll see what I mean. As someone who's in remission from cancer myself, I tried some of the same treatments that he was trying because people said it must be good if he's using them, otherwise he wouldn't be trying them, right? He was an intelligent man. An example of a treatment that failed both of us and tasted horrible was frozen glop made from sea cucumber, and it cost me around $400 a month. As one of the reasons I bought it was because he was using it. It was the same reason why I bought a waterbed back in the late 80s, because Richard Hadley, another great cricketer, recommended them. Maybe I've got to think about cricket players as influencers. The point here isn't cancer. It's the fact that he looked great when he lost his hair from the cancer treatment, and in my humble opinion, he would have been just as manly with no hair as he did after the hair transplant. His head shape suited being bald. So it occurred to me that I'd found the perfect solution. It doesn't cost thousands of dollars as some of the treatments do, although it does require daily application. It doesn't even cost hundreds of dollars. In fact, you can have a perfectly looking head for around the price of a cup of coffee a week, or maybe even a little less. Now, I'm not here to sell you anything. I'm not being sponsored by any product brand. I just thought you might be interested in this miracle solution that I discovered. I learned a couple of secrets that I'm going to share with you today from a top international representative, multiple black belt karate sportsman, and another person who was a very successful hairdresser. And he said he really didn't want to tell me his secret because it could cost his industry a lot of money. I'm being serious here. That's what he said to me. It's exactly what he said. So what is this amazing product that I'm going to reveal to you that I learned about from a highly successful karate sensei? So I guess you're wondering what this amazing product is and how I went from here to here, to here, to here, and finally to here. Well, you're about to find out. So, what is this amazing product that you can use to have a fantastic head for less than the cost of a flat white a week? Well, I guess I have to tell you. It's one of these, a razor blade. All it takes is one of these daily and you can have a shiny chrome dome. You can barely see any evidence of hairline receding, so people won't know if you're balding or just trendy. What's the secret in how to use it that the top hairdresser didn't want you to know? Lots of people go to a hairdresser to have their head shaved, and this could cost them a lot of customers. Well, beside washing your head with soap and covering it in shaving foam, it's about how you hold the razor blade. Because if you hold it incorrectly, you're likely to have nasty cuts on your head, and you're not going to be able to hide those unless you wear a cap. I'm not hiding any, by the way, because I know how to do it. The other thing he showed me is how to follow the natural direction of the grain that your hair grows in. When I had hair, it used to grow backwards, that way. I guess because I brushed it that way, and because the weight of my long hair in my early years probably made the follicles lean in that direction. So this is how I hold the blade and how to do it. So the first thing is, when you shave, quite often you might hold your blade down there, and that's a handle, right? That's what it's for. But the trick that he showed me was you hold it like that. So you actually got your fingers right against the back of the blade, and you go like so. And in this case, as I said, I'm following the grain of my head. That allows you really good control of the blade, and you're not likely to cut yourself. So that's how I hold the blade and how I do it. I'm not hiding my head because of the baldness. I'm quite happy being bald, and everyone knows me that way. It's simply, it's still winter here in New Zealand, and my cap's keeping me warm. And tonight I'm hoping the Vodafone Warriors are going to go for another win, the New Zealand Warriors, and so I'm supporting them. But it's actually just slightly too warm to wear my Warriors jacket, which I'll be wearing later. That's a totally different story. So, the secrets are revealed. Post no money, just give it a try. If you don't like it, it'll only take a year or so and you'll have a good set of hair again, besides your receding hairline. Might be a little bit more pronounced because you're a year older, but at least you'll know what you look like if you're bald. If you're lucky, you might just look 10 years younger. Thank you. Enjoy the rest of your day and leave me a comment. Tell me how it went. Ciao.